We want to reinvent the material, to use it in a way that it has never been used before. We wanted to express this idea of design and technology, especially through light and materiality. My name is Borja Ferrrater. I am a partner architect at OAB, Office of Architecture in Barcelona. In OAB, we prefer to talk about process instead of methodology, because each project is a different, you have to find and you have to reinvent a different methodology. So we are very much interested in the process as a tool, and especially our main tool, I would say, is geometry. Geometry is the tool that helps us to communicate through the teamwork and also to create a new project, reinvent ourselves. Usually we have in our studio, we have 4 main legs of architecture for us. First is the social organization of the program. Then it's probably the landscape, the context. You have to know where you are, the landscape, and you need to know where are you, which are your surroundings and the relationship with the pre-existence of the building or the location. Then it's light and then materials. I mean, not in an order, but these are the 4 main legs. And then there would be an invisible leg, which is the 5th leg, which would be time. Here at the Roca Gallery, we wanted to join design and technology. This facade is very interesting. We have designed a facade which is 10 centimeters thick. Instead of, what we wanted to do is, instead of putting the glass like it's usually put in a window, which is like this, we wanted to flip it like 90 degrees, turn it 90 degrees, and then it's one glass next to the other. But also we wanted to make sure in terms of sustainability that the light, the infrared, did not enter and cause a greenhouse effect. Also the facade is oriented to northeast. After that, we put light controlled by computer. It's LEDs, so the consumption of electricity is very low, so it's dynamic facade. So that gives a kind of sense from the outside that it's almost like, sometimes it's very solid, sometimes it's almost liquid because it moves. So I think it's interesting to use the material in a new way. I think it's very interesting to be connected to new materials that appear in the market, but I think materiality is something very, at the end, it has to be very personal, together with the users, because at the end is what they touch, what they are next to, what they are close to. So materiality is also color, is also generating an atmosphere. We have several projects in which we are developing a new technology through facade, which is very interesting. It's insulation together with a patented product in our project in Azahar, or also in other projects we are developing right now. For example, this material I'm talking, it's in order to allow to make the roof and the facade the same material. With no joints, you can do continuous material with the facade, and we have been doing some buildings and we are very interested in that. I think mostly is about light. It doesn't matter if it's very heavy or very light or but it has to do with the way how light interacts with the rugosity of the material or the transparency of the material. The qualities it needs to have is it's some sort of play with light. What we see is what we see it through the light, no? So the materiality is about heaviness, it's about lightness, but it's of course about how the light reflects to this material.